Hello, writers. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Mrs. Adair, and today I'm going to be creating a video for you that's going to show you how to create a bibliography. For those of you that don't know, a bibliography is a formal list of sources that you have used in your research as you were preparing to write a paper. In this case, you are going to add a bibliography to your world history essay, and I want to show you what a bibliography is. I'll show you what it looks like, and I'll also show you how to create one. It's pretty easy if you follow my directions. So first things first, let me show you what a bibliography looks like. Okay. This is a bibliography. You can see that it says bibliography at the top, and it is a list of sources. Now this, let me scroll up and I'll show you. This is the history essay. The bibliography is going to be attached to the essay. It will just appear on the next blank page. Okay. So some special things I want you to pay attention to here. So our bibliography actually says bibliography at the top center. Okay. And each of these is a source that was used in the research. This was a book, a website, a website, a website, a book. Okay. What I want you to notice here is that they are alphabetized by the first letter of the citation. Okay. Actually, that is M for medieval. All right, so this is what your bibliography should look like when it's done. You'll notice that each of the citations looks pretty fancy. Some things are italicized, some things are inside these brackets or quotation marks. And when you make a bibliography, all of these things have to be just in the right place. But you don't have to worry about that because there are websites out here that will do all of that work for you, and it will format all of the sources the correct way. The only thing that you need to do is input the information into the system. So let me show you how to do that. The website that is the easiest to use is that I'm going to direct you to is called mybib.com. And this is what it looks like. It should be already set to MLA 8, but if it's not, you want to make sure that this here says MLA 8. Adding citations is really easy. You can simply follow the directions that they give you. So the first one, you're going to click Add a Citation. And it doesn't matter if you do books or websites first, but I'm going to show you a website first because it's probably the easiest. So all you're going to do is paste the URL or the web page address into this box. So let's say, for example, that we used this medieval weaponry website. It had a lot of great information, and I did use it in my research, so we want to include it on our bibliography. So we're simply going to copy this website and go back to my bib and paste the website in there and click search. This is going to search for the website, and it actually will fill in a lot of details about the website that will be included in the citation. If everything looks accurate, you know, the web address matches and the title matches, and maybe you saw that author's name, all you have to do is click on the source, and it's going to ask you to just kind of check over things and make sure it looks right. And you're welcome to go back to the website and, you know, you can look through and make sure everything looks accurate. Usually they are pretty good. Anything that's blank, if you don't have the information, just leave it blank. And when you are done with that, you'll click on, it's hard to see this box here, you'll click on Save. Okay, and you'll see, look at that. It did all the formatting for you. Everything is nice and neat. Okay, then all you'll do is you'll now go and add your next citation. So here we're going to add another citation. And let's say this time we want to do a book. Very similar. The book that I'm going to use for an example was this one, Medieval Weapons, An Illustrated History of Their Impact. It was this book from Amazon. Oh, isn't that beautiful? Okay, so go back to My Bib, and you can copy and paste the title in there and search. When you do that, you'll have a couple, sometimes it'll give you some options, and you just need to make sure that you pick the right one. The author on our book here is Robert Smith and Kelly DeVries, and you can see Robert Smith and Kelly DeVries. So this is the one we want to click on and use, and we can double check any information. Again, most of it you'll just leave and click Save. And look, it has now added it to the list, and look, it's even alphabetized it. So that's pretty nice. So you'll do that over and over again. If you need to add more books or you need to add more websites, you'll just add a citation every time. When you have all your sources, it will create a little list here, and it's super easy. All you have to do is click Download Works Cited and copy and paste. And there it is. Click to copy. Now you can go over to your history essay. There it is. There's our history essay. Scroll down to the next blank page. I'll take this old bibliography out, and I'm going to click Control V. Oops, that's not right. We want to copy and paste it in there. Let me go back. Copy. Okay, so now go back to our document and paste that in there. Okay, now a couple things you'll notice here. One thing you'll notice that this is works cited instead of bibliography. We're not going to get into details about the difference between a website or a works cited page and a bibliography, but the truth is you're actually making a bibliography. You can change that to bibliography, but if you leave it works cited, that's not a big deal. Okay. And the only other thing that I want to draw your attention to here is that this text is centered, and we do not want centered text. We want it left justified. So you'll actually come up here and you want to click the left align, and it'll move it over. Something that I want you to notice that the second line of each of these citations is indented. That's exactly what you want. You want the second line of each source to be indented. And notice it does all of that for you. All right. But if it isn't, you will want to fix that. And you can do that by putting your cursor on the second row and dragging the triangle over until it is indented. Notice the second line is indented. All right. So this is what your bibliography will look like. And that is how you are going to create your bibliography. Please double check to make sure that it is alphabetized properly, alphabetized by the first letter of each entry. If you have any questions, you absolutely want to bring those questions to your language arts class today, and we can answer any and all questions that you have for us. All right, I think that's everything. I'm also going to make this, I have a step-by-step directions paper available that I will make available to you as well. We'll have that put into your Language Arts Google Classroom. So here are the directions from the video of how to create your bibliography. Here's an example bibliography. And then here are all the criteria that you want to double check before you are all finished with it, and make sure that you've done everything here is a little checklist for you. All right, so bring those questions to Language Arts today, and happy writing.